It's Tuesday morning. It's 7:05. I've been on the road since about 5 o'clock in the morning. So, I don't know, I'm like a half hour south of Lexington. And if I go through Lexington, I have to stop at Tudor's Biscuit World and get an apple biscuit. Not the kind they currently make. Because currently, if you go to Tudor's and you order an apple biscuit, they make it like, they split it in half and it's open faced and it has like apples on top, and then it's got like this like vanilla icing, like, I don't know, just dotted over it or whatever. And then on top of that, they put some sort of a granola. And so it's very, very sweet. Way back when I had my first Tudor's biscuit, and I got to thinking about that. How long ago was that? 43 years ago. 43 years ago, I had a Tudor's biscuit. So when I had my first Tudor's biscuit and you would order an apple biscuit, it would be nothing but the biscuit and the apples in between, the cooked apples. And that's the way I like it. So when I go to Tudor's Biscuit World now, I have to tell them, make it the old-fashioned way. Nothing but the biscuit and the apples. So anyway, when I go through Lexington, I like to stop and get one. It's special. It's something I do a couple of times a year. And it reminds me of home. And it reminds me of college. And, back in all the good old days, because that's when I first had a Tudor's biscuit. I was on my way to classes this summer when I was 17, taking a speech 101 class at Marshall University. So I'll be having my biscuit in about 20 minutes. Okay, I got my biscuit. Is it going to be yummy? Yes. Is it going to be good for me? No. Am I going to eat the whole thing? No. So that makes it not so bad. So I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm back on the road to Michigan, and all is well. I'm just going to give you an update. I'm going over the top of the Ohio Turnpike. I'm somewhere out in the middle of Ohio. I have no idea where. It's a 2-lane road. I'm passing all these really nice farmhouses, and they have all kinds of fields. There's fields of corn. I think it was soybeans. And then there's stuff that's like rolled up and the big round rolls like hay is, but it's really gold in color. And it's gold where they cut it as well. So, I mean, like wheat gets gold, but do they roll wheat up in those round bales? I don't know. Every time they cut hay, it's always green, but this stuff is gold. So anyway, it's kind of nice though. No traffic out here. The worst thing is every so often you have to stop, and it's a 4-way stop, and look both ways, but of course nobody's coming. Stuff is still going along good though, and I should be there about 3:15.
Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. I thought of everything from A to Z. Oh, lonesome me.
So I've been in Michigan for a while now. Like a couple hours. It's a long ways. Once you cross the Michigan border, you got to go a long ways. And the roads are pretty plain. There's still not much around. But they have these great, big, huge windmills. They're white. They spin around slowly. They're kind of pretty to look at. They're here, there, yonder. Kind of interesting. So I'm kind of liking that. I've got about 50 minutes till I get there. And I'm ready to be there. I've only made one stop to get gas, and I'll be gassing up probably before I get there again. Not that I need gas, but then I'll have a full tank, and so when I'm ready to head south, I can go for a long time before I have to stop. So all is well. Well, I'm here, and it's hot.
it was 85 on the car thermometer whenever I drove in. Luckily, my spot gets sun, and so I don't get, gets shade in the evening. It gets the morning sun. So I'm sitting here kind of enjoying the breeze, cooling off. You could tell my face is all red. Camp is almost set up. I still got to make my bed. I will give y'all a tour after I get it done. Okay, so here is a view of my home for the next couple of days. Got my little drawer system there with all my little goodies. My bed. I put some stuff kind of over the windows this time. Right now, I have the far side open and my fan going on because I do have electricity and you get water here too. The front of the van I just use for storage. Out here, this would be like my living room area. That building right there is actually the building that I'm setting up my vendor spot. So if I sit down here, this is, you know, my area, and the fan blows on me nicely, and I got plenty of space over here for my wagon. I do have a tarp that I put over my wagon just in case, but this is where I'm living. So here is today's video diary. It is the first actual day of Evart Funfest, the festival itself. And so I was vending most all days. The classes start at 9 o'clock and the vending starts at 10. So I did have the opportunity to go to one class from 9 to 9:50, and that was with Nate Patorik. I don't know. I think something like that. Anyway, it was about putting emotion in your music, and he gave a lot of good tips. And so I'm going to have to go home and practice some of that because that's not normally something I do. I am more of a strict rhythmic person, and so I need to learn to, speed up and slow down and use dynamics and show more emotion. So that's what that was about. It was a good day vending. I met some of my Facebook friends in person, and then I made some new friends that I've already connected with on Facebook. And we had, similar acquaintances, and I know lots of people they knew, and it's just a small world when you're in the Dulcimer world, Carol and I had dinner together. She had a lot of classes all during the day, and I didn't even get to hear about all of them yet, but she had a good time, and we had dinner together, and then we went to the concert where we stayed through Brett Ridgeway. There were two more performers, and Carol, she may have stayed all evening, but it was cold. It was cold, and so I had to leave. The sun had gone down. I had on my sweat jacket, and that was the warmest thing really that I had. So I come back, and I'm all snug in my camper, and it's supposed to get down to 47 degrees tonight. So I have a little heater here. So I'm going to be nice and toasty and warm. It doesn't take much of anything to warm up the inside of this van. So I expect to sleep well, and tomorrow we'll get up and it'll be about the same as today. So that's what happened today.
Little pink pig likes to muck up in the mud. Little pink pig likes to snort. Little pink pig likes to play out in the pack with other pink pigs and his snort. Little pink pig's got a curl of a tail. Little pink pig has a snout. Little pink pig has a pretty cloak and hook he wears when he waddles about. Now he likes
So yesterday I didn't do the video because I was busy all day vending. Then I had to pack up everything. I put what I could in my car, but some things just had to sit beside the car, you know, till this morning because I had to have room for me to sleep in the car as well. Anyway, then they had the final concert, which was really good. It was all Hammer Dulcimer players, and it went till probably close to 10:15, 10:30. I left just a couple songs early because they were calling for rain, and I wanted to get back and get in my vehicle before the rain started. But I'm not even sure if it rained much at all. So anyway, we did that, and I went to sleep. I got up this morning about 4:40. I packed up my tent, folded up my bed to make room in the car, but packed up my tent, everything else that I had, put it in the vehicle, and got on the road. Of course, I stopped at the very first place and stocked up on some junk food. I think I have enough to get me to Tennessee, although I will have to stop again to get gas. But right now I have a full tank, and it's a little over 10 hours home. And I've got a lot of 70s music, and everything should be fine. It was a fun trip. You'll have to ask Carol Bell about it because Carol was there too, and I think she's looking forward to coming back again. Bye. Guess what? I'm almost home, like 10 minutes away. My ETA was like 4 p.m., but I am going to be there before 3. This is my stellar race car driving, but it's all worked out really great.
Hello, I'm home. Dobie's happy, Piper's happy, and Michael's okay with it.